Hello everyone, my name is Nimadea Yudiantari Putri, and here is my reflections of our previous analysis of the poem called Cinderella. I think our group did well in the previous analysis of the poem called Cinderella, but I think there is a step missing while we discuss our analysis, like we didn't find the right rhythm because at the time we didn't really understand how we found rhythm in the poem, so it makes us quite confused. Now that I have read the poem, I found that the rhythm schemes of the poem Cinderella is AABB. Additionally, I think that when we search for the figurative language in the poem, we can interpret the meaning better than when we do it without finding the figurative language first. Doing group collaboration can help me analyze poetry better because I can ask the group member about their opinion on how we analyze the poem, like how to find the figurative language and how to find the rhyme. Although it is good doing group collaboration, I encounter some problems during our online collaboration, such as network problems and our time management that must fit one another. Personally, I use online dictionary as my tool in helping me finish the analysis and also watch YouTube video about elements of poetry so I can do better in interpreting the poem. My plan in reanalyzing the poem is to do the same as before, but make a little adaptation from the video that I learned in the meeting. For the step of analyzing and collaboration, first, our group needs to define the job tasks. Who is responsible for what? So we can save time. Then, we put our work together and do peer tutor. Like who is responsible for finding the figurative language and explaining it to the other? Who is responsible for finding the lines and rhythm? That way, we can save time and can understand the content of the poem better. Because we can discuss it at the same time as the other do. It's better for us to use WhatsApp voice notes as our tool for virtual collaboration. I love learning in this way because it's flexible. I can do it anywhere and ask the group members' opinion anytime and discuss them freely. And we really like and enjoy interpreting the poem, so when we do our analysis, we have a lot of fun and bit of struggle, of course. That's all my reflections about my previous work with our group. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Feranita Hamawan. I will give my reflection about our group analyze poem in the previous meeting. So I think our group has done well in the previous analysis of the poem titled Cinderella. However, I think the missive of the missing step when we discuss and analyze of this poem, as we did not find the right rhythm because at the time we analyzed it for the first time. We still did not really understand how to find rhythms in poetry. That's what made us a little confused. But now, after we read back, me and my group discovered that the rhythm scheme of the poetry Cinderella is EEBB. Besides, when we look for figurative language in poetry, we can interpret meaning better than we do without first finding it. Through the group collaboration that we did as we analyzed poetry, it was much better and felt easier because I was I was able to ask and exchange thought with group members about their opinions and answer about how we analyze poetry, like how to find figurative language and find rhythms. Thought group collaboration is a very good thing. I found some obstacles during the group online collaboration. It's like a networking problem and a friend's response because of time management that has to match each other. Personally, I use an online dictionary as a tool to help me complete my analysis and search about this poem about the elements of poetry so I can do it better. For the first analyze and collaboration step, we have to do a partition of responsibility so we can save time. The best way for us to do our job is to use WhatsApp as a communication tool using voice recorder, voice note as our tools for collaboration. I love learning this way because it's very flexible. I can do it alone and can ask for the opinions of other friends. We also like and enjoy it interpreting poetry. So we do analyze has a lot of memorize and little the difficulty. So that's all my opinion about analyze poem. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nimade Gita Pratiwi. So I will give my reflection about our group analyze poem in the previous meeting. So I think our group did a good job analyzing the poem Cinderella before, but I think when discussing our analysis, we still missed a step and couldn't find the right rhythm because at that time we hadn't really done it yet. Understanding what is right. Finding the rhythm in the poem that left us quite confused. Now rereading the poem, I discovered that the rhythm of the poem Cinderella is AABP. Additionally, I think that when we look for figurative language in a poem, we can interpret its meaning better than if we don't look for figurative language first. Group collaboration can help me analyze poetry better because I can ask group members for their opinions on how we analyze poetry, such as how to find figurative language and how to find rhymes. While collaborating in a group is good, I encountered some problems collaborating online, such as network issues and our time management, having to match each other. Personally, I use an online dictionary as a tool to help me complete my analysis. And I also watch YouTube videos about elements of poetry so I can better interpret the poem. My plan for reanalyzing the poem was to do the same as before but adapt a bit from the video I learned in the meeting. For the analysis and collaboration steps, our team should first divide the task who is responsible for what to save time. Then we put our work together and tutor our friends, like who's responsible for finding figurative language and explaining it to who's responsible for finding dialogue and rhythms. This way we can save time and better understand the content of the poem. Since we can discuss this at the same time with others, it is best to use WhatsApp voice notes as a virtual collaboration tool. I like learning this way because it's flexible. I can study anywhere, ask group members for opinions at any time, and discuss freely. We really enjoy and love performing poems, so when we analyze it, we had a lot of fun, and of course, there was a little struggle. That's all my opinion about analyzing the poem. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so my name is Nimade Sostrahayu and I will give my reflection during we do analyze the poem. I do previous analysis by discussion with our group. However, I believe there is a step that is lacking when we talk about our analysis, such as when we describe how we didn't find the appropriate rhythm, since at the time we didn't truly grasp how we discover rhythm in the poem. Leaving us rather perplexed, analyzing the structure and the language used in the poetry can help me to understanding the meaning and the message that the poem wants to convey. And I think working in the groups on analyzing poems can help us to understand more about the correct way of analysis. In a group work, we can get to know different perspectives, so this can help in the gaining a more comprehensive understanding of the poem. In the group, tasks can be divided so that each member can focus on the particular aspect of analyzing the poem, and this can help in the speeding up the analysis process and ensuring that all the aspects are addressed. But I think we have the difficult challenge to working in the group because each member also has a different busy life, so it is a little difficult to determine the time for discussion. And for the tools, I use online dictionaries to find the meaning of the word that is difficult to understand in a sentence or the form. So I especially use the Oxford Dictionary as a tool in understanding the meaning of each new word I see, as well as finding synonym of the word. The plan to reanalyze the form will use the same steps as before, but also incorporate any new insight or perspective gained in today's discussion. But before that, I also read all the parts of the Cinderella film first, and after reading, I look for the theme used in the film and then find out the structure in the film, such as figurative language, line and rhyme, and then find out the structure in the film and the rhyme and sound use. And I personally use online dictionaries as a tool in the supporting my film analysis. And we use CapCut to editing our video and YouTube to uploading our video. And also I enjoy doing the film analysis because I could discuss with my group members and exchange our idea and to the figurative language analysis. So I found